You caught me sewing out some of the decorative stitches in menu E, the vintage stitches, with variegated thread. So what I do is I usually just pick the next stitch and start sewing, but instead of stepping on my foot control, I like to use the start stop button. Then that way you're not having to sit and hold your foot down, and it just goes ahead. If it's going too fast for you, you could adjust the speed down a little bit. But then, watch this. Let's go ahead and go a little faster. Okay. And then when you just feel like you've got far enough, touch the selective thread cutter while it's sewing, and it will go to the end, lock it, cut it, and lift it all at once. How cool. Oh, look at that one. That's really pretty. What I'm noticing here is a couple things. Number one, this stitch was very, very heavy. So this was the stitch number 5. It took a long time to go over it so many times. So this is a stitch that's going to take longer to sew. And this one didn't take as long. So there's definitely times where as you're sewing out your stitches, you can get a feel for how they're going to stitch, how quick they stitch. Like here, this is a great one to do like a crazy quilt stitching because it's got that vine in the middle, great for applique as well. That center line is easy to line up along a raw edge of a shape that you're going around, but you are not going to know how these stitches are going to stitch unless you take the time to stitch them out. So I highly recommend maybe try some variegated thread, maybe do it on denim and do the variegated thread, or just a nice color that's going to show up on the fabric. Put the samples in a little book or a sheet protector, and then that way next time you'll go, oh yeah, that was one that I really liked and it stitched out quickly, and it'll be great for the project. And you won't have to spend time sewing them out, testing your stitches, trying to find one that you like. You'll have already experienced how it's going to stitch and how it's going to look when it's done.